show. May we request everybody to turn on the lights of your phones. Come on, guys, turn on your lights. Lights on. Lights on. Okay, now presenting the starting lineup of the Kurashiki Ablaze. Number 3, Team Captain Kiyoka Oshima. Number 9, Libero, Kaoru Takahashi. Number 10, Yukino Yano. Number 11, Akane Hiraoka. Number 13, Miho Kawamura. Number 15, Asaka Tamaru. Number 16, Saki Tanabe. The head coach of the Kurashiki Ablaze, Coach Hideo Suzuki. And now for the starting lineup of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. We have team captain number 2, Eliza Valdez. Number 6, Jeanette Panaga. Their starting libero, number 11, Kyla Chensa. Number 12, Gia de Guzman. Number 13, Celine Domingo. Number 18, Tots Carlos. And number 23, Gemma Galanza. And the coach of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Coach Sharon Meneses. This match is under the regulation and supervision of the Games and Amusement Board.
Big Whales, back May, they came to the Philippines, and their intention is to win, to get into the finals, and they continue to battle Creamline toe-to-toe. And here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVLs via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. And after an elaborate introduction, the highlight of which was that awkward moment with Coach Sherwin Meneses. We get to the game. The winner-take-all match between the Creamline Cool Smashers, the defending champions, and our visitors, who, by the way, Neil, have really endeared themselves to the PVL crowd.
They were actually teary-eyed na nga no introduction. I'm sure they feel overwhelmed with the support of the Filipino fans, but they are eager to compete against the Cool Smashers to get that gold.
And the finals is underway. Carlos. Yung mga kaloyalista approve of that swing for the first point of the defending champions. Two straight points on a good serve by Galoy.
Shaky start for Kurashiki Ablaze.
But they gotta feel some nerves, Neil. That's for
Definitely.
sure.
It will all boil down to 3 words: accuracy, precision, and quality. Whoever churns out these 3 characteristics will eventually get the gold here in the Invitational Conference.
Big pass to the other side. Gia, back to Fox, single block. That's on a bounce out.
Hot start for the Cool Smashers. Again, they only lost 1 game in this entire conference, and that was against the same team they're facing right now. Tots Carlos really looking forward to amping up her efficiency.
And she has been incredible this whole conference. Sara Tamaro, as Neil mentioned, almost 23 points a game. Unang laro pa lang, Neil. Nagpakitang gilas na kagad with that 29-point output. She was not, and she is not, holding back. And even in that last game, she did not hold back with a 19-point performance.
Now you can see a lot of fast plays coming from Gia de Guzman. That fast slide attack for Paps Panaga. The shoot sets to the left and the right wing. Everything working right now for the Cool Smashers. But they really have to play it clean because they're facing a team that is very disciplined when it comes to that category.
And a very simple looking play, but it is very effective, and that is a trademark of Japan or Japanese volleyball. 4-2 is our score. Let's go to Alexis Tinsay. Go ahead.
Boom and Neil, Kurashiki Ablaze coach Hideo Suzuki is so excited for the roaring fans of Philippine volleyball. She actually said that Creamline Cool Smashers are really strong, adding to the fact that they do indeed have home court advantage. So guess what he did today? He rented out drums to up the morale of Kurashiki Ablaze for the finals game. On the other side of the court, I got to talk to Coach Sherwin Meneses, and he said, manalo matalo man, mataas lagi ang moral ng Creamline Cool Smashers. Given their loss against Kurashiki last Friday, Coach Sherwin believes babawi sila ng big time today as they got to study every tendency and gameplay of Team Japan for that 2-hour game. Now let's watch these 2 teams make the best out of our finals game. And with that, the Pilipinas Live app is here to elevate this match even more. Download and subscribe for only 99 pesos per month. Now let's return to the panel and keep the game spirit flying high.
Sorry, Alexis, we did not hear the tail end of that report because the crowd going crazy off that service ace of Kaloy. So now it is 6-2. Good block. Said Domingo ran it well and says, you shall not pass.
Looks like Creamline really studied their previous game against Kurashiki Ablaze. They're setting up their defense well. They're getting a lot of clean hits in. And Tots Carlos has been serving heavily on that line.
Better reception and a better response there. 3-7 will be the score.
Quick 2-point production from the middle blocker of Kurashiki. One from that power tip, this time from an ad-lib back quick play.
Miho Kawamura responsible as Valdez is checked. Back set, sorry, pipe set. Open. 8-3, Creamline off to an explosion start. Bingo Plus is the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Guy Soto is in the house. Fifi Sharma in attendance. This mammoth crowd at the Phil Sports Arena, which is ready to explode here in the opening minutes of this first set, and a giveaway to Creamline right now. And you know, that is a mortal sin. 3 balls. Ginto yan para sa Creamline.
Everybody getting their touches right now. Immediate combination play right off the bat for Gia de Guzman. You can feel the home court advantage of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Quality of the passing of the Japanese team taking a dip right now.
Sabi ni Alexis kanina, no, that Coach Hideo hired people, the drum section for them, and it's right behind us, Neil, just to kind of offset, you know, the crowd and the drum section of the Creamline Cool Smashers. So they have one for the Ablaze team today as Calanza gives him a 6-point lead.
That was the same play. Middle blocker still a bit late for Kurashiki Ablaze. Gemma Galanza, back-to-back points there. Everybody again getting clean hits in for the Cool Smashers.
10-4. We always say, Neil, the finals, the championship game is always a different monster. Especially if you're coming off a game that really was a no-bearing game. It's really not an indication of anything. It's more of those two teams scouting each other, basically. That's off the antenna after the block, which means Creamline point.
That's the 3rd point of Gemma Galanza, and she will have Creamline establish this a huge 7-point lead against Kurashiki Ablaze.
Averaging 15 or 16 points a game is Gemma Galanza, quietly just there, giving you 16 points a match in this invitational. It's a very nervous start by Kurashiki Ablaze. Very tight. And they have not settled down yet, and Creamline is taking advantage. And the rest of the Signal HD Spikers are the bronze medalists of the PVL Invitational.
Ian Rances and Mimi also in attendance. It's a star-studded day here in the Phil Sports Arena. We also want to congratulate Vanny Gandler being a rookie and getting her first bronze medal.
Played very well today, too. In the meantime, back for another chance to crack. But this time, Banaga comes up short on that attempt. An error. That error gives a point to Japan. Oh, look at that. The crowd cheering, go, go, Japan.
That's just the warm hospitality of the Filipino fans.
Still alive. But a chance ball for the defending champs. Gemma puts it away.
Gemma Galanza hitting it hard between the established blockers of Kurashiki Ablaze. They saw it coming, but they weren't able to tighten up their blocking pattern. 4 points for Gemma Galanza.
Jessica Margaret saying, nice one. Yeah, we concur. 13-5. Make that 13-6. What does the Ablaze have to do here? Neil, we've already obviously mentioned that there's some nerves. How do they approach something like this?
Well, initially, parang they were fading dun sa background with all of the noise here in the venue, but they have to shut it all out, get their fundamentals back. Because as I said in the pregame, in terms of the basics, walang problema sa Japan. They can really defend well. They can frustrate their opponents with their pesky floor defense and net defense. But right now, it has been all CREAMLINE in the opening frame.
For a time, I believe we didn't have the challenge system, Neil, just to update people. For a time, we didn't have the challenge system, but now it is back. So we are playing with the challenge system now. Gemma sends that way out for the 7th point of Kurashiki.
Still forgivable for the Cool Smashers. They have a 7-point cushion.
I don't know about you, but if you hear Go Japan repeatedly, that's a nice way to shake off some nerves if you're Kurashiki.
Ooh. Let's get that point to that one-handed set of Gia de Guzman. Nobody home for Kurashiki Ablaze.
It's so nice. We gotta check it twice. Look at that. Unbothered.
She's been outplaying Oshima Kyoka so far here in the first frame.
Gia, you mean, yeah. Right in the middle. Campfire. And even the bench of Japan now. Look at them enjoying themselves. Oshima Kyoka enjoying the cheer. That should settle the nerves. Give them a little bit of confidence going into the midway point of this first set. Back-to-back. 2 straight points.
Kurashiki Ablaze has been scoring dun sa middle portion ng backcourt defense ng CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. A lot of power tips getting the job done for the Japanese team.
Basic lang. Sabi mo nga, they're very disciplined, they're very basic, and they're very defensive too. But they need some offense. Counter offense here. Good coverage by Gia. Oh! The explosive swing by Asaka Tamaru.
Tamaru against a single block coverage. Definitely will not be enough to stop the top scorer of Kurashiki Ablaze.
23 points a game.
Angelica Panganiban, a lot of celebrities really in the house to support our local and foreign team.
16-10 is our score. We will be back.
Kung sakaling man ikaw ay mahuli, ikaw ay palalabasin ng arena. Maraming salamat po.
watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. Over 8,000 enjoying on a Sunday evening. An attack error. Tamaru guilty of that one. She's not her smiling self today, Neil. She must be experiencing a little bit of jitters.
Well, they have been committing a lot of miscues on different departments.
Oh, that's great. They're still able to counter. That's Saki Tanabe.
Early substitution for Kurashiki Ablaze, Momoka, the service specialist, defensive specialist.
Coming in for Asaka Tamaru. Gemma with the first ball. They're able to set it. It's on the other side now. Elisa repositions. Oshima still alive. Oshima will go again. It's sent back. Creamline point. Yano unable to go through the fortress of Creamline and the net.
There have been situations wherein Kurashiki Ablaze gets their defense down, but there are times na nahihirapan sila to convert their attacks into points.
And Oshima's been working so hard here. Inside the push again. That has been the vulnerable spot for Creamline.
Same spot for Kurashiki Ablaze, the donut hole unaddressed by the Cool Smashers.
Just the right push there by Saki Tanabe.
And it was a high ball.
Miho Kawamura to Gemma. Chance to counter for the Ablaze. Oh, what a slide by Kyla Atienza. That looks like a check.
There was a check ball.
And Saki admits to coach Hideo Suzuki because Hideo was about to challenge, but Saki told him rather that nakuha talaga.
Yes, there was a check ball. Bernadette Pons coming in early for coach Sherwin Meneses.
Played extensively in that Friday match. Bernadette Pons scored 9 points Friday, replacing Sed Domingo, who did not play, by the way, in that Friday match.
I heard that she was feeling under the weather nung match na yun. She wasn't able to attend training. That was the reason why Risa Sato was the starter there.
Galanza try to go for the swipe. Another ad-lib play here. Gia will go back to Valdez. Doug sa gitna. Very good attack by Akane Hiroka.
More substitutions coming in. Sayaka will also replace Yukino in the outside hitter position.
By the way, this lead is down. This was an 8 earlier. That was the biggest lead. So Japan has settled down, cut into this lead a bit. Down to 5. Trying to make a run here. Thoughts from behind.
The most consistent opposite hitter when you talk about these D-balls.
Just see her just fly in and smack that ball.
With a no blocker inside once again.
No chance. Oh, she knew it. Had a good idea. But she scraped the net on the way down.
Error just piling up for Kurashiki Ablaze.
She was too close to the net.
Talking about the Japanese team, they only dropped 3 sets in total.
Correct.
Dun
This
sa
whole
5 games na nilaro nila in the semifinals. Another broken play there for Kurashiki.
Another chance here. Thoughts again! 6 big points by the 3-time MVP.
I think she heard us during the pregame. High efficiency right now for Tots Carlos.
Nag-dip ba ka mo? Nag-dip ba yung laro? Gia delivers. 6-point lead. That's a quick one by Sayaka Tanida.
15-20.
And now, Asaka Tamaru will come back in the front line of Team Kurashiki.
She has only scored 2 points so far here in this first frame.
Sungkit. Pump set. 3 points now for her.
If they do want to win the gold medal here in
no
the
question,
PVL,
no
kailangan makuha niya rin yung average niya or even more. Again, she already scored 30 points in a single game.
Yeah, and CREAMLINE knows that. They know that she's the one.
Sometimes yun din yung nagiging game plan eh. You lock down on all of the other scorers. Let the top scorers score kasi mangyayari talaga yun. Makakahanap ng paraan to get past the defense of the Cool Smashers. But when that frustration kicks in, sa kanya lang nanggagaling yung puntos, that will eventually make a dent sa Kurashiki Ablaze.
This is a great serve. Right at the corner, dropping. 5-point lead.
Kasi kaya naman natin kontrolin. Yes, sir. Kaya natin kontrolin. Pero hindi. Pero pagka napunta rito, itaas nyo, ang hirap yan eh. Pero pag napunta lang dito, dahan-dahan lang tayo. Let's go!
We are packed to the rafters. There is not a single seat untaken here at the Phil Sports Arena. Signal HD Spikers, Rachel Andakis in attendance, and of course waiting for our awarding ceremonies where they will formally receive their bronze medals. Tots, chance to counter. You know they're gonna go to her. That's also the reason why CREAMLINE put 2 blockers on her right away.
They have been reading the setting of Oshima Kionka so far. That's why they're able to organize their blocking. Not a lot of gaps. Dun sa net defense ng CREAMLINE so far.
Smart play by Akane Hiraoka.
Kind of just utilizing her speed of that power tip.
The undefeated Kurashiki Ablaze have been also through a grueling schedule then, Neil, all throughout the semifinals. Playing the last game now. A chance to go closer here. Another block on her. They return to Osaka as CREAMLINE returns to Tots. A net touch is what they're going to call on Oshima Kioka.
I think the first referee said that there was a net touch.
And Eliza wants to, they're going to challenge this. Eliza trying to signal and gesture the net touch to okay, they're talking there at the middle of the net. I know we don't get this on TV right now, but That's what Gia, Eliza, and Kyoka are chatting about. Well, that's already done, but they were chatting.
Just basing it on their body language,
Right.
I think Oshima was explaining that the ball dropped first
Yun,
before
that's
she
what I
hit
thought.
the net.
That's what I thought. But again, there is that language barrier here.
They can challenge, but that's the thing with the language barrier. Right now, hindi nagkakaintindihan if the call was a foot fault or a net violation. So the first referee will be discussing things with the second referee to make sure that they make the right call.
Lindo Eusebio being our second referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario our first.
Mauna na yung round na nakamay na nalipat si referee. Si second referee, nakamay na si...
So they are going to challenge, Creamline is. So they reversed the call.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Del Rosario awarded the point to Team Japan, maybe agreeing with the point that the ball dropped already before the net touch. Now, Creamline is challenging that call, and we will review ano na una. Okay, so we'll settle that. Crucial point, obviously. Lindo Eusebio and Sherwin Meneses having a chat. So we'll see. Ball drop.
It was a foot fault, pero nauna yung bola. So there
That's
will,
not even the challenge. The challenge is a net touch, right?
That is correct. The point will be going to Kurashiki Ablaze.
I'm happy that they're able to settle that, you know, despite the language barrier and the play is on. Or play goes on. 18 serving 23. Buti na lang, bumalik din yung challenge system natin just in time. Big pass. Oh! Eliza Valdez soars for set point.
This will be the biggest game for Eliza Valdez. Again, kakabalik lang niya from her injury, so I'm sure she is very eager to help her squad as well.
14.25 points here in the semifinals. 5 straight double figures after she scored 3 and 4. She has been on fire. She only scored 7 nung Friday dahil di rin siya naglaro masyado. But the girl na hindi naglaro nung Biyernes, si Seth Domingo, has scored 5 big points today for this 6-point win in set number 1. Creamline get their noses ahead in this defense of their title. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe for as low as 99 pesos a month. 39 minutes was played in that set number 1, 25-19. We had an 8-point lead. That was the biggest early on. The Creamline took advantage of the jittery start of team Kurashiki Ablaze.
Definitely a slow start for KURASHIKI ABLAZE. They were having difficulties in getting that ball to their setter. And as for Creamline, they had a field day talaga when it comes to setting their fast offense. Tons Carlos, her usual self. Gemma Galanza also contributing the points. And I guess one of the biggest differences also for Creamline was Seth Domingo's insertion here in this game. She didn't play last time. I guess hindi rin siya na-scout, hindi rin napag-aralan masyado. So that can be one of their keys to victory today.
5 points right away for, by the way, the finals MVP of the last Invitational against the team from Taiwan, King Whale.
Both teams had the same attack points, but look at the defense of Creamline. 4 block points, and they have this habit na pag crucial or finals match, dun lumalabas yung depensa nila. And this is a pleasant surprise.
Right.
Only 3 unforced errors for the Cool Smashers. Kyla Atienza also starting off really strong, getting her groove.
So second set, and they should be right now. They're going to award the point to Creamline, but there's going to be a challenge here in Japan. They should settle down already here in the second set. A block touch challenge for our visitors from Japan who have not experienced a loss this whole time that they were here. How many games have they played? 5 games in 7 days. The Kurashiki Ablaze, and have been stellar from the start. They started, of course, this campaign against King Bakbakni. Yes.
There was a check ball on the left finger of Pax Managa.
I love watching this bench from Japan.
Serving for KURASHIKI ABLAZE.
1-0 for the Ablaze. And a chance to counter here. Asaka, inunahan. Inunahan yung blocker doon, Neil.
She's finally heating up here in the second set. Getting back-to-back points for KURASHIKI Ablaze.
5 points for her now.
Faster wrist action also for Saka.
Well, that's what the good ones and great ones do. They make their adjustments along the way. Run and gun! Pax Panaga, who, by the way, averages 6.25 here in the semifinals, or going into the finals from the semifinals.
Gia de Guzman just isolating all of the blockers of KURASHIKI Ablaze. There's no one-way attack right now for Creamline. Maganda yung ball distribution.
Thoughts on the other side. Too much heat on that ball. Let's check in with Alexis inside.
Boom and Neil for our G amazing setter when she went to Japan for her workshops, when she was in the national team training pool. Her eyes and her art were open to admiring the Japanese style of volleyball, the Japanese volleyball system, as they give so much importance to technical foundation at such a young age, as young as 3 years old. What she loves more about it is all the knowledge of volleyball is shared across all provinces and cities of Japan, making sure young kids are given all the platforms in learning the sport. This is what she hopes for the Philippines as well, a platform nationwide where young girls can play volley and be nurtured all throughout. She's happy to make a difference, serving as an inspiration while she's playing here in the PVL for the younger girls. Download and subscribe the Pilipinas Live app for 99 pesos. Let's go back to the game.
A lot of those kids are here watching in the venue, and thousands more. 5 via the Pilipinas Live app and through One Sports Plus. 3-all is the score. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores with you. Happy to have you with us for this winner-take-all match between Creamline and our Japanese visitors, Kurashiki Ablaze. Eliza will dig pass. Still, Toscano says, excuse me, coming through.
At this rate, she will definitely get past her average of 19 points.
Look at the margin of that she had to work with, Neil, between the antenna and that left hand of the blocker.
Oshima Kyoka actually gave instructions to the blockers na isarado nila yung cross-court ni Tots Carlos. But if you close that cross-court angle out, meron naman siyang strong angle pa rin dun sa line.
Speaking of strong, Asaka, Tamaru coming on here in the second set. That one from the opposite side. Tie the match at 4-all. Overpass, but saved by Creamline. That's just instincts.
Muscle memory. A lot of finals appearances for Eliza Valdez. She's done that so many times in her career.
They're going for their 9th championship.
Service out.
Together, talking about Gia and Eliza. 2 in college, 6 here in the PVL. Looking for another one. 5-all. That's short. Ano nagkamali doon, Neil?
Too low of a set for Gia de Guzman there.
A well-rested San Domingo today. 6-5. Oh, she babied it. She had the right idea. It was wide open, but she could not get the right clearance over the net.
Now Kurashiki is up by 2 points. First taste of the lead.
Sad. Right on the line. 6 points.
That's the precision of the connection between Gia de Guzman and San Domingo. As long as you get your correct approach, iahalid na lang niya sa iyo yung bola para mapalo mo.
Atienza takes it. Akane will send it to the other side. Chance to counter. Gemma. Dug up. Yukino rolls it. Set again.
Another quick attack from the Cool Smashers. The middle blocker of Kurashiki Ablaze had her eyes on the left wing of Creamline and didn't go up against San Domingo. That left Yukino all alone. And kung makikita mo yung 8 quick set na yan, it's here dun sa right side ng Creamline.
Correct. Back set. Pumreno. But that's too wide. So the lead goes back to Creamline, 8-7. world-class basketball action at home with Signal's FIBA World Cup pay-per-view offer for only 650 pesos. Watch all games from start to finish, no commercials, and in high definition, plus access to exclusive FIBA shows. Visit signal.tv for more details. The FIBA World Cup pay-per-view is also available for satellite subscribers. 8 is our score.
That was Angelica Panganiban Homan alongside Direk Andoy Ranay, and we also saw Miss Claudine Barreto, who was actually a guest in the fan stream.
Wow, yeah. Naipit yung pa. Could not go forward. Saya Taniguchi. She had some time to take a step, but she wanted to reach, and ball drops for the 9th point of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Trying to chase here, but not get to it. Creamline taking a 2-point lead, their biggest lead here at set number 2 of the finals.
Sharp serves.
Good serve. It's a good counter though from Akane Hiraoka. Good set there, of course, from Kiyoka.
Akane starting to contribute also to help Tamaru.
5 points for her. Akane averaging 7.4 here going into the finals. Good dig. Akane in the middle. That's a double. Double contact. All right, let's find out what's going on in the Pilipinas Live app with Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Neil, tonight it's black versus pink, and as of 7:45 p.m. the PVL fans have voted and voiced out who they are rooting for. And with our cheer meter, it has been still dominantly pink. 83% have voted for Creamline, 17% for Kurashiki Ablaze. And for today's question, who is going to be this match's MVP? Tamaru Osaka has received a 21% vote, and Eliza Valdez has a 79% vote. So for those who haven't voted, cast your votes now, and let's go to the timeout.
Thank you, Alexis, for the update in our cheer meter and our question on the Pilipinas Live app for the poll. Much more competitive set number 2 here, 10-all for Asaka, Tamaru, and the rest of Kurashiki Ablaze. Gemma going to her launch pad. They set up Asaka. She adjusts. Going high and long. Too long.
The set was already far from the net. She tried to target the fingertips of the blockers in front of her. There was no spin on that hit.
11-10. Back to Creamline.
11 excellent sets already for Gia de Guzman.
Good first ball. Oh, some trickery there from Kiyoka. Well, she is averaging 3.5 points a game. She had a game that she had 7 points, Neil.
And she is one of the taller setters that we have here in the Invitational Conference. So it's very easy for her to identify these holes dun sa defense ng Creamline.
2 straight points for our team Ablaze to get the lead back, 12-11. Much tighter second set here. What has changed in your eyes, Neil?
Well, they have settled down talking about the Japanese team. Kahit papano, they're getting better ball distributions from the setter. But right now, Oshima Kiyoka just stepping up and getting attack points in for Kurashiki. 2 points already from that dump ball.
That was that game against the PLDT high-speed hitters where she scored 7 points. Talking about Kyoka, and now a run here, a legitimate run. Biggest lead by Team Ablaze, 14-11 on the strength of a 6-1 run. And guess who makes an appearance in this game? Sato-san.
Kurashiki has been trying to break the reception pattern of the Cool Smashers. They have been successful in the past 3 rallies. Make that 4. That is inside for Akane.
Sato, by the way, scored 10 points in that Friday match, and Coach Sherwin will challenge a ball-in, ball-out challenge this time. If this is unsuccessful, this will be a 7-1 run if it's in. Another capacity crowd here at the Phil Sports Arena. We've had a ton of great games here, including 9 5-setters, Neil, that have entertained the Phil Sports Arena, and today is going to be the last day. When me and Neil opened the PVL, we said that this was going to be a blur.
Yeah.
We weren't kidding. As it's an unsuccessful challenge, so that means 7-1 run for Team Kurashiki Ablaze.
Quick shift in momentum here in the second set. After that unsuccessful challenge, it's now a 4-point lead for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Overpass! And Asaka knows what to do! 16-11, Kurashiki Ablaze.
Experience newly in the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, big, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere. Download, slide, and subscribe to the special introductory offer of 99 pesos a month to enjoy extended Korean post-game coverage, exclusive camera angles, multi-view streaming, and read in-depth stories. Follow Pilipinas Live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to know more.
Get your daily dose of UAP action and more. No season doesn't mean no action. Watch your favorite UAP games and shows on the UAP Varsity channel this off-season. Get it now at a special rate on plans $290 and load $200 only here on Signal TV. And as we mentioned, we are packed all the way up to the nosebleed section here at the Phil Sports Arena. And more than 8,000 strong.
Putting a stop to that solid run of Kurashiki Ablaze. Yan yung isa sa mga flaws dun sa system ng Creamline na pwedeng ma-exploit ng Japanese team. When they start committing these mistakes on the reception, nagsusunod-sunod. That's why every time they're faced with a heavy server, kailangan nilang makaikot agad.
Kawamura! Right in the middle. $17 serving 12. Kyoka Oshima. Off system. That's it. What a turnaround here in the second set as we check in back with Alexis inside.
Boom Neil, I wanted to share to you that Tanabisaki mentioned to me how they usually play volleyball in Japan only every weekend. That is why their everyday game here in the PVL was a tough challenge that led them to being disciplined about their health and their everyday routines, making sure they give out their best until their very last game today. And since they are coming home to Japan tomorrow, they are sad of leaving because they will surely miss the Philippines. They're actually going mall hopping tomorrow, shopping in Podium and Robinson since they only have a limited time. Nevertheless, it's still group bonding and trying out Filipino food. Let's go to the timeout.
Tulong-tulong tayo.
Yes, go.
Pinalo nila, cover tayo. Naka-point tayo, day off eh. Kung hindi naka-point, cover. Ganun lang kasimple.
Okay, let's go!
Let's go! Sipag tayo na! Okay, CREAMLINE!
And after a shaky start by the Kurashiki Ablaze in that first set where they looked disorganized, they looked nervous, they have recovered here and have a 7-point lead, 19-12. Colleen Bravo in attendance.
Former Cool Smasher.
Right, andyan sila Jerry Medina, that's Franny Reyes, that's Coach Marcus, also all in attendance here at the rocking Phil Sports Arena. Carlos, oh, smart. Something she really has gotten so good at.
Takahashi was waiting for a strong swing from Tots Carlos because she has been giving a lot of hard hits papunta sa side ng Kurashiki Ablaze. But we know that she can also change things up from time to time.
Sato serves. Combination. Tots keeps it up. Chance ball given to Team Ablaze. Back set. Oh, that hits the antenna. Oh, wait. I think they're going to challenge this. I think Japan thinks
It hit the hands of the Cool Smashers.
And then-
first, before it hit the antenna, that was based on their point of view.
correct. While CREAMLINE thinks her attack hit the antenna right away. So Erlindo Eusebio told him what there, the antenna.
That was denied because it was a wrong challenge card.
Oh, okay. So the coaching staff making a little bit of a mistake there. So the challenge is denied.
Asaka clearly disappointed with that call.
Because she felt, she was confident that it was off the blockers. The play moves on. Back set. Babawi ba? Dug up. Tots Carlos over the block. Takahashi moved forward thinking that she was going to go for off speed again, but Carlos put some juice on that swing.
Na maganda din kay Tots Carlos before she even goes for the approach and the jump. Tinitingnan niya muna kung saan nakapwesto yung libero ng Kurashiki.
3-0 run, by the way. Make that 4-0 run. That play was spotted a mile away, Neil.
With so much power. Looked like she hit a wall there. Bilis nung balik ng bola. Very difficult to cover.
4-0 run. Stopped. Ayane Watanabe will come in for Asaka Tamaru to serve. 20-14 is our score. Sorry, check that. 20-16 after the 4-0 run. 20 serving 16 now. Good serve, but a good pickup there by Atienza. Yukino. Atienza will set. That's tight. Oh, that's right, actually. Takahashi back to Yukino. Yukino goes cross. Atienza was there again. Thoughts all alone. The decision making by Gia de Guzman again in full display.
That was the best decision that she could make. Eliza Valdez was still backtracking to her original position, and Tots Carlos was already ready to get that hit in. And for Kurashiki, if you want to defend Tots Carlos, kailangan laging naka-establish yung double dunk at the very least.
7 was the biggest lead, Neil, of Kurashiki Ablaze here in this set. It is down to 3. Takahashi will bump set to Yukino. That's going to go out. 4-point lead.
Targeting the right hand of Gia de Guzman there.
For Japan.
Eliza! Vintage Valdez!
Kurashiki knows that San Domingo is always a threat in that quick attack. That's why tinatauhan talaga eh. You can see the double jump. It's a middle blocker ng Japanese team. Already too late. And even the player on the right pin wasn't able to position herself for that down-the-line attack of Eliza Valdez.
Yukino, inabot ni Seth. They'll go to the other side. And this is down to 2. Here goes CREAMLINE.
Logging in, holding up for the Cool Smashers. San Domingo again.
Saki Tanabe is back in as this lead is down to 2, a high of 7 earlier. Oh, that's tough. 1-point lead.
Seth was really close to the net. Couldn't do anything about that.
Pressure now on our Japanese team. Our Japanese visitors. As Eliza and CREAMLINE are on an 8-2 run. Another misset. Thoughts from the other side. And we're all tied.
Both teams just trying to get that edge with the service line a while ago. Kurashiki had a lot of aces. This time around, it's Eliza Valdez doing the damage from the line, making it very difficult for Oshima Kyoka to establish her own combination plays. It has been basic for Japan.
They change setters now. Wako Omura comes in for Kyoka. Oshima, 21 all, 9-2 run. Back set. Bumabang. Oh, Japan stays ahead.
Instant point from that substitution. The downside though is that Wako is a smaller blocker compared to Oshima.
That's why Oshima wanted to come back in, but Coach Hideo just sat her down again. Oh! What a spot! Wide open! Tracking two! Was Gia de Guzman for the 1-2.
She is playing in her peak form. From the opening set pa lang, you can see the control of Gia dun sa mga attackers niya. And right now, that's the first 1-2 play if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good set by Wako. To Akane Hiraoka. And now, Asaka Tawaru will come back as she gets into the front line for the finishing kick. Do they have it? They're ahead by 2, but they will be on defense. Gia opens up to Gemma. A chance to counter. Wako will go to Asaka, who puts it away.
Asaka just in time for the closing time here in the second set. Wako doing an excellent job in dishing out these sets to her attackers. Ang ganda din ng pitik eh. Makikita mo walang spin whatsoever. Patay na patay yung bola.
24-22. Yukino Yano. Napabilis tuloy. Napabilis tuloy yung Sunday drama. And Gia just unfazed even with those 40.
Yeah. That was a box set to Gemma Galanza. Finding the right target.
Just knows what to do. But still, another set point. One save. Wako will go to the moneymaker. And we're all tied up in the finals. Kurashiki Ablaze bouncing back here in set number 2. And it is Asaka Tamaru and her 11th point, giving them that set point. 1-1 here on Pilipinas Live.
Song is brought to you by CREAMLINE Creamy Ice Cream. Multiple good vibes, one CREAMLINE.
New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We're all tied up here in this winner-take-all matchup between the defending champions CREAMLINE Cool Smashers and our visitors from Japan, Kurashiki Ablaze. 25-19 for CREAMLINE, 25-23. Good chase at the end by CREAMLINE as they cut into that 7-point lead and tied it all up at 21-all, but Kurashiki held strong in the clutch.
It was about the heavy serving of both of these teams in set number 2. Kurashiki Ablaze had that momentum when they had a couple of service aces and force sila magkaroon ng shot passes itong CREAMLINE, and that goes for the Cool Smashers as well. Eliza Valdez trying her best to delay the attack of Kurashiki. They tried to come back but just fell a little bit short in the end because it was Asaka back on the floor for Kurashiki.
And also, as we look at the numbers, and the numbers I'm sure will be self-explanatory by this point, Neil, we give credit to Hideo Suzuki. Pulled out Kyoka there, brought in Wako, and Wako delivered on a couple of plays. And even I remember seeing it right when they won the set point, he kind of tapped Kyoka after, and you know, us just reading the body language, just saying, you know, you watched it, you saw it, get ready for the second set. But she will obviously start for the Kurashiki Ablaze team.
Wako displayed impeccable control dun sa bola na yun.
At saka hirap in that moment, ano, Neil? Very tense moment, and Wako delivered. And now we are tied 1-1. One is looking for a title in foreign soil, and the other one looking for their 7th title in 9 finals appearances. And by the way, for those catching us on One Sports, don't forget to stay tuned for Blow by Blow with Manny Pacquiao. That's coming right after the PVL finals. And by the way, speaking of, as we finish this rally here with Kyoka Oshima finding a spot that shows some love, and congratulate our Filipinas also. We lost to Norway today, will not make it to the knockout stages, but it has been a great 2-year run for them with the qualifiers and the Asian Championships, a title in the AFF for the first time ever, and then the World Cup and the win too. What a run by the Filipinas. Congratulations. You made us proud and happy also. And a lot of the PVL players were rooting, obviously rooting for them. As we are back into this finals, it is 2-1 for Kurashiki.
That's the 13th point of Tots Carlos. There are 2 players in double digits for the Cool Smashers. Sed Domingo already has 10, followed by Gemma Galanza with 9. And as for Kurashiki Ablaze, it's Asaka Tamaru, the only player in double digits with 12 points coming from all attacks.
3-1. Kurashiki. They've definitely settled down. Body language, the facial expressions, the game. Akane. Check that. That was Asaka. 3-1 is the score. They open up. Asaka again!
What an angle from Asaka, getting that sharp cross to go and establishing a 3-point lead for Kurashiki.
We got a timeout here for Creamline.
Reset. Nasa kanilang bola, anong gagawin natin? Pass ba o loose ball? Ganun lang kasimple. Ha? Pasa muna ulit, ha? Pasa muna ulit.
Sorry,
hindi yung score. Max, konting pasok yung bola. Konting pasok lang.
Sorry, pasok.
Let's go, let's go.
Coach Sherwin Meneses concentrating on the pass. They have not been able to deliver to Gia de Guzman.
That's always a priority pag nasa serving itong Kurashiki.
Let's go to Alexis Tinsay right now.
Boom and Neil, 3-time MVP of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Tots Carlos, said that this finals game will be a test of patience and endurance dahil hindi pumapayag ang Japan na mapatayan ng bola sa galing ng kanilang depensa. And Creamline is so happy to be playing against a talented team like Kurashiki, for they are not just training through the mind just by watching other teams. They are training their bodies by actually playing with them. Ika nila, bibilisan yung katawan para maging kasing mabilis ng Japan. Lilinisin ang galaw para maging kasing organized at disciplinado. These are the points of improvement Creamline is proud to work on. And if this will be their 7th title, it surely will be worth it. Get the Filipinas Live app for 99 pesos and elevate this game experience. Back to you, Bumingil.
On cue, Tots Carlos scoring her 14th point, and then 2 straight points for Creamline on the attack error there by Tamaru. Hitting the antenna. For 3. 3 serving 4. That's a great play.
We already saw that in their last game. Asaka Tamaru can actually go for these slides, even if she is from that left side.
Didn't go straight. Lumihis pa ng saglit on the last moment. 5-3. Oshima at Kyoka. Backs it to Tots. Sent back. Atienza gets a hand on it. Carlos again. Pancake. And Saki Taname converts into a point.
There was also a net violation from Eliza Valdez in that last sequence.
Yan yung sinasabi ni Alexis at sinasabi rin ni Neil. All throughout this semifinals, the team of Blaze has just been incredible on defense. Walang babaan ng bola ang biruan.
That's really the Japanese style of volleyball. Pagkaharap mo sila, kailangan talaga persistent ka when it comes to attacking the defense.
Valdez, what an angle! And Gia came up with a wow reaction. I don't know if we will catch the reaction of Gia right after this swing by Eliza, but didn't get it on frame or in the frame. 4-6.
That would be an illegal attack on Oshima Kyoka.
Mini run here at Creamline to cut the lead down to 1. Overpass on the first ball by Asaka. Saved it. Easy over. Gia takes a look at the defense, goes to Valdez. Another angle. Cut shot.
Same angle from that ad-lib play a while ago, but this time, mas malakas yung pinalo ni Eliza Valdez.
5 points for her, averaging 14.25 in the semifinals. 13.3 in those 5 games where she scored double figures. Oh, good reaction. Oh, but Domingo saw the spot open and they take over the lead. 4-0 Creamline run.
Said Domingo with 11 points. Very busy, especially in the blocking department. She already has 4 killed blocks this game.
Alam mo, Neil, mukhang gusto niya yung mga invitational finals.
Yeah, I think she was a finals MVP at one point.
Of the invitational. It was the invitational when she won the finals MVP. That was the peak, or when we saw the start
of the peak, yeah.
The connection nila ni Gia. Tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-angat ng kumpiyansa ni Sed from last year's invitational. Seven all. Taking care of the slick spots. Gia doing it on her own with her knee pad. 7 all. Targeting Atienza. Set again. Popped up. Chance ball. Run and gun. On cue. Technical timeout and Creamline snatches the lead.
First technical timeout, 8, Creamline.
Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Pilipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos a month. Back to the action here. And quick attack, or a fast attack from KURASHIKI Ablaze to tie the match at 8-all. 1-all is our situation here in this winner-take-all finals match between the two best teams in this invitational. That's a great pop-up this time by Asaka, but a free ball given, and GL will go back to her, but she mishits the ball.
She was under the ball, definitely. The trajectory pa lang, kita mo na a lot of backspin in that hit of Sed Domingo. Well, she was the one who got that first ball, so maybe nag-contribute din yun sa pagka-delay niya on the approach.
It's on the side of Ablaze. They are not able to get through. Domingo and Galanza collaborating for the block.
Now, Gemma Galanza is also in double digits with 10 points, 9 coming from attacks and 1 coming from that block.
Ted Domingo did that play, as we mentioned, in that Friday match, but very in making up for lost time here in this game. Fast, very fast. Give to Akani.
They need more of that because every time they get to set up these fast-paced quick attacks, nahuli talaga yung defense ng Creamline. It was only Gio de Guzman, but the main person to guard the middle blocker of KURASHIKI Ablaze was, should be Bangs Panaga.
Saki Tanabe. Eliza. Naiset pa. And Panaga saves that possession.
They beat that a little bit. The proper timing, Bangs Panaga got that defensive stop for the Cool Smashers. It was a messy sequence for both of these teams. The score is still really close, 10 apiece.
Saka receiving. Akane. A nice pull there. Getting really active now with 10 points.
Now you can see the change of strategy of Oshima. Establishing better spacing from her attackers. Kanina hindi na nakuha sa basic play. Ngayon, pinapaikot niya na yung attackers niya.
Overpass again. Saved by Carlos. She gets it back. Panaga loses the joust to Asaka. In the set number 3, 12, serving 10. Eliza again is the target. That's going to go out. Yukino Yano has been targeting Eliza from this on her serve. She's a very unique serve.
Yeah, it's like a jump serve, but also like a float, parang hybrid.
Tapos Pepreno at the peak of that little leap of hers. Tots helping Eliza out there. Tots gets it back. High ball. Free ball. Oh, that's too soft. Not that time, says Gemma Galanza.
Gemma Galanza getting her second block point of this match.
Let's get an update on our cheer meter from Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Neil, tonight it's winner take all, and as of 8:47 p.m. the PVL fans have voted and voiced out who they are rooting for, and with our cheer meter it has still been dominantly pink. 82% have voted for Creamline and 18% for KURASHIKI Ablaze. And for today's question, who is going to be this match's MVP, Tamaru Asaka has received a 22% vote and Eliza Valdez has a 78% vote. For those who haven't voted, cast your votes now on our live balls under the Pilipinas Live app. What are your thoughts on this very close set 3?
Oh. Carlos explodes for her 15th point. Thank you, Alexis. keeping us updated on our poll and our cheer meter.
Service. Balance.
12, serving 13. Tit for tat, side out volleyball
Service out. +1 for Japan.
para sa Creamline. That is only their third service error, which is a very good number considering this is halfway through the third set na tayo.
Yeah, the 3 errors in set number 1,
Right.
4 or 5 in set number 2, but we're seeing a lot of shank passes from the Cool Smashers here in this third set. Kurashiki really targeting Eliza Valdez. And Oshima Kyoka again getting involved in the scoring. Is one of the more aggressive attacking type of centers here in the league.
And because she's tall, she's got length, she is able to score. That is her 4th point of the match. She comes into the finals averaging 3.5. And remember, she only played 4 games dahil nga hindi siya naglaro on that first game. Sent back, but that's out.
Gio Guzman is really milking the production of Todd Carlos every time he's in the front row. She has also taken responsibility sa specific space. She's been helping out in the reception.
Right.
And usually as an opposite spiker, hindi mo na trabaho yung kumuha ng first ball.
Leave that to the outside hitters and everybody else as Sato comes in to serve. Good first ball there. Good save by Creamline. Big pass. And that will be an Ablaze point, which brings us to 16-13.
Good evening, PVL fans. Live from the Phil Sports Arena, you are watching the PVL Invitational Conference Finals. And I'd love to share to you that the Kurashiki Ablaze team has been enjoying their stay thoroughly here in the Philippines. But before they even came here, they already planned on doing some charity. Yesterday, our Japanese friends visited Barangay 128 and Smoky Mountain, Tondo, Manila, and gave away food, toys, and school supplies to kids in need. They apparently heard about the Smoky Mountain through some Japanese vloggers and made it a point to provide a little help to the local community. Truly inspiring and heartwarming. What do you think, Bumanil?
Thank you so much, Alexis, for that. Be real. And I actually saw that video on social media, and it was really heartwarming. Now we shift our focus back to the knockout final matchup between Kurashiki Ablaze and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Eliza Valdez getting a point, putting a stop to the run of the Japanese team. They're still trailing by 2 points. Tots Carlos leading all scorers with 15.
Nagdig pa. Valdez is checked. Oh, dump ball! Look at this. Oshima tried to get to the ball, but they're going to call for a block touch challenge.
Floor by Kurashiki Ablaze.
I think they're going to deny this again.
there's a window of opportunity for you to pull up that challenge card. Malate ka lang a few seconds, your challenge will be denied.
Yeah, they're going to award the point automatically
Challenge denied.
to
Point answer.
Tots Carlos.
for Greenline.
No confusion here
Tots
as
Carlos.
this lead is down to 1. And Japan's got to refocus here. Oshima. Chance again for them as it's the ball back to them. They go to their number 1 scorer who delivers in between the blockers there. Hindi na isara. Nila Sid at Alyssa.
Still the best option for Kurashiki Ablaze. 17 points now for Asaka Tamaru.
Toe-to-toe with Tots Carlos, 16.
Akane Hiraoka has 10. So that's the second player in double digits for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Unbelievable connection. What a point. And for the first time, the double sub for Coach Sherwin. Mitch Tumabaw and Kyle Negrito will come in for Creamline. Yeah, that's my reaction too, Seth. Sobrang ganda ng set ni Gia. Na-convert pa ni Seth yun.
Said Domingo, just 2 points away. 2 points behind Tots Carlos.
She surprised herself in that sequence. Again, you know. Alam mo, ganun din yung nangyari pala last year. If I remember correctly, King Whale beat Creamline in the semifinals, diba? And then in the finals,
Overreaching violation called on Said Domingo. The ball was still on the side of Kurashiki Ablaze, and she didn't give an opportunity to Oshima to set that up.
we're gonna challenge. Which is allowed. 17 points by Asaka Tamaru. 16 for Tots Carlos. The other player in double figures was the girl we were talking about earlier, Akane Hiraoka, with 10, while for Creamline, a couple more players in double figures. Domingo, as Neil mentioned, with 14, Calanza with 11. Set number 3, the crucial swing set, as they call it, and nobody really having clear advantage yet here in this set. 1-all. First set was a dominant set by the Creamline Pool Smashers. Second set was the bounce back set for Team Kurashiki Ablaze. So whoever gets this one gets some major momentum. There's no touch.
No net touch. That point.
Go to Kurashiki.
Challenge is successful.
18-16.
Peter Torres
Via General.
and the Villa General also enjoying this matchup.
The swipe. Saved. High chance ball here. Negrito chooses Mitch. Oshima. Set back. Kyoka will try again. Scramble play. Confusion on both ends. Oshima opens up. Yano. No touch. Says Jocelyn Del Rosario. They're going to challenge Chavales for a block touch. 18-16. This
It
time
could
they
go
challenge
either
right away.
way. Medyo mataas yung clearance nung atake ni Aquino, but there's also a probable chance that there was a check ball on one of the blockers of the Cool Smashers.
Crucial point though, because nobody has had a 3-point lead in this set for these two teams. So Japan has had 3-point lead earlier. then Creamline had a 1-point lead. So if this is successful, this matches that lead again and at the crucial part of our game. By the way, congratulations again to Signal HD Spikers winning the bronze medal. They will be formally awarded a little later on. And a yes.
A thumb. The right thumb of Michelle Gumabao.
Napangiti si Mitch.
Double sub will come back in for Coach Sherwin Meneses, Tons Carlos, Gia de Guzman. And they try to catch up with his 3-point deficit. That's Mafi Galanza, the sister of Gemma Galanza.
UST
19 to 16 is the score.
Center.
Kurashiki Ablaze on
3-point lead.
the zone, number 13.
Very crucial juncture of our match, Neil. Delayed. Rebound. Overset. Oshima will set it up. Cross court. And it is Saya Taniguchi. That was an opposite side.
Great set from Oshima. Low pass to the right pin. Solid wrist action from Saya, keeping it simple to get a 4-point lead for Kurashiki.
Nice try. Nice block ako yun.
Tayo, Gia. First attack naman eh. First attack naman. Pag ganun si Sed. O, receive muna ulit ha. Then, Sed, atake ng konti, Gemma. Kung maganda ang receive, bumalik ka, pwede. Tumrest ka, pwede. Ha? First time si Gia, medyo dikit niya yung receive. Alam niyo naman eh, pagka medyo bumuka yung receive natin, nababasa na agad. Ha, let's go.
That's the second timeout of Coach Sherwin Meneses here. The chants of "Let's Go Creamline" from the predominantly Creamline crowd here, trying to get them back into this match. As Asaka Tamaru and the rest of Ablaze ahead by 4. Too much of an angle there. 5-point lead.
It could have gone in pag hindi siya tumama dun sa tape ng net.
Japan team feeling it. 5-point lead, 21-16. Gia takes a look at the defense. Oh, and beautifully read by Yukino Yano.
Kurashiki Ablaze finally pulling away here in the third set. Getting the number of San Domingo. Nakakarami na rin kasi siyang quick attacks. Teka lang, lock muna kami.
Sabi ni Yukino, teka, let me get one back. And Yukino again delays that one there, gives him a chance to counter. Atienza, big pass to Gemma, rolls it to the other side. Bump, set. Yano, sent back. Oshima goes to the back. Gia opens up to Gemma, sent back. Long rally, and Sed finishes it. San Domingo, 16 sweet points.
Tying the output of Tots Carlos. Pocket rockets right now for the Cool Smashers. They will try to salvage this set. 5 points down.
Biggest lead was 6. Mihaya Hata comes in now for Coach Hideo Suzuki. Finals, winner take all. And Creamline doesn't want to try to come back here. Shoots to the other side. It's too risky.
Saya scored the past 3 points for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Hirap buksan na yan, ano, Neil? Not as easy as it looks on TV.
Aladelso's waiting to be deployed here.
Combination. Galanza saves one. Or gets one back.
Better execution for Gemma Galanza. She has a very unique arm swing.
Very, you know, we've talked about it so many times that she hides it behind her head.
The wind-up, it's just crazy.
It's so unique. It's one of a kind. What a set. A good decision here by Team Ablaze to set it up. Atienza, though, pops it up. That's going to be way out. You heard the contact in the ball. A miss hit by Galanza brings us the 6 set points by Team Kurashiki Ablaze for a 2-1 lead. Tots matas ng konti. Gusto tulungan si Eliza sa receive. Alam na nila that they're gonna target Eliza. Yano usually does. So Tots helps her out there. Yano saves it, keeps it in play. So does Kyla. No chance.
When it's that fast, this was the tempo that they had in set number 1. Might be a little too late because they had a lot of miscues on that first ball.
What a beautiful toss. Carlos obliges. Set point save. But the #1 score of the Invitational, scoring her 18th point, giving them a 2-1 lead. Neil Flores said earlier that Asaka Tamaru has to get to her average or even better for them to have a chance in this match. Well, she's at 18, she averages 23, and they're in the lead 2-1. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. 33 minutes is what it took for the Kurashiki Ablaze to pull away from the Creamline Cool Smashers. This was a tight game until we got to the midpoint. What made the difference? How were they able to separate in the end? Talking about our visitors from Japan.
It was still the serving of Kurashiki Ablaze. They had a lot of chances to run their transition plays because of the shank passes of the Cool Smashers. And they figured it out. When they had a slow start in set number 1, they immediately made the adjustments in set number 2. And with that pesky defense, it really is frustrating for the Cool Smashers na hindi nila may convert into points yung mga attacks nila. They also had their fair share of errors. I think this was the set na pinakamarami sila na-commit na unforced errors based on my observation. But we'll check out the numbers later on. It's now or never for the Cool Smashers. They have a chance to take it all the way to the 5th frame. And for Kurashiki Ablaze, you can bet on it. They will be giving a lot of balls to Asaka so that they could secure their first gold medal here in the Philippines. As expected, 6 unforced errors for the Cool Smashers against the 2 of Kurashiki Ablaze. Kurashiki had 17 attacks as well, so that was the slight difference. The positive thing about Creamline in that specific set was the 3 block points. And said Domingo has been playing really well for the Cool Smashers to support the production of Tots Carlos. We're still waiting for Eliza Valdez to go on a Phenom mode because right now she is only at 6 points. Very underwhelming.
Averaging 14 a game going into the finals. But you know that she will probably be starting to work here in sets 4 or 5 if they are able to extend. But the discipline, the defense, the simplicity of the volleyball of Kurashiki Ablaze kept them afloat and gave them a 2-1 lead. You know what? I really thought the opening, how different the opening was for the finals. really set them off differently also. I really thought it, I mean, they enjoyed it, they were laughing, but and then the crowd got really into it and really unsettled them in that first set. That was the most disorganized we've seen them since they landed here in the Philippines. And disorganized is not a word that you associate with a team like that. And now they are going for the jugular here. Remember, they have not lost a match in this invitational. And as Neil pointed out, only 3 sets have been dropped.
Make that 4. Including that set loss in the opening frame.
3 sets before the finals, rather, I should say. The CREAMLINE, they've been in different positions already. They've been in different scenarios. They've been there and done that, is the expression. And if they want to win their 7th title, they will have to do it the hard way.
There's a change in the starting unit of the Cool Smashers. Starts Carlos will be the outside hitter, and Michelle Gumabao will be the opposite hitter.
Wow. What a switch by Coach Sherwin here. They pull back Eliza Valdez. Tots will go back to a position that she was playing in a couple of tournaments. Well, Mitch. Asaka sent back, good coverage there. Asaka again, good blocking by Panaga and Mitch. Carlos will score.
Strong start here for the Cool Smashers. And when you take a look at the total overall performance of Tots Carlos, she has been a decent passer this game, so that will be a good change dun sa unit na yan.
This is the starting lineup of CREAMLINE when Eliza Valdez was injured. Asaka sent back by Mitch. Tots Carlos unleashes and apologizes to Kaoru Takahashi, who felt the brunt of that massive swing.
We also have to commend the blocking of Michelle Gumabao. That is the biggest asset that she can bring to the table right now.
Nobody home. 4-1. Pump set to Asaka. Return to sender.
Michelle Gumabao with a monster block against the best scorer of KURASHIKI ABLAZE.
Sarado. And the primal scream of Mitch Gumabao. That will bounce out now. 5-2. Shima Kyoka. Oh, good reaction there by Panaga and Carlos. Kyoka chooses Asaka. Mitch. What an impact off the bench for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers as we go to Alexis inside.
Boom and Neil, Gemma Galanta was all smiles when I asked her how she felt playing against KURASHIKI ABLAZE. Gemma says that Team Japan is so grounded individually na kapag pinagsama-sama sila, maganda ang laro nila dynamically. More than that, Gemma has a message to the Pinoy PVL fans who have been supporting CREAMLINE through thick and thin. Salamat sa lahat na nanood at nakapunta sa amin, manalo matalo. Promise namin sa inyo na bibigyan namin sila ng magandang laban. Download the Pilipinas Live app and cast your votes now on who you think is going to be this match's MVP. Back to you, Boom and Neil, as Samaru Osaka serves this ball.
Gemma Galanta with 11 points on 10 attacks. That girl, Saka Tamaru, 18 points. Oh! Precision there. On that connection by De Guzman and Domingo.
Point number 17. It's not all the time that you see a middle blocker get near the 20-point mark.
I think she said OMG so many times already in this game.
There were a lot of games dito sa Cool Smashers side that it was always the trio of Galanza, Valdez, and Carlos who got bulk of the attempts. But yung mga times na nandyan si Seth Domingo, they really welcome that production.
Like we said, she's also making up for lost time, not playing no Friday. She thinks there's a check. Jocelyn Del Rosario says no, but a challenge will be issued on the block touch. Said was confident that there was.
But Kurashiki Ablaze was also confident that there was a no block touch. But the challenge card was put up already, so hindi na nila pwedeng bawiin yon.
So, the question is, who's lying? Di naman. Loko lang. In some of these situations, sometimes they don't realize or you don't feel because of the action. So let's see if there was, or was it a mishit? It was a mishit.
Yeah, it was really a mishit.
Kita mo sa, mali talaga yung timing. So Japan back here in the mix of it, down 2. Tots Rumisi, pumalo. How many times have I said that this invitational, now that she's back in her, in her position there as receiver and attacker. Get unparalleled access to all the games on any screen or device. Signal TV has you covered from opening day up to the finals. Watch the world play in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023. Get it all here on Signal now. 8-5 is the score. Let's update everybody on our premier matchup on the two gunslingers of the two teams.
21 points for Tots Carlos, 18 points for Asaka Tamaru. No surprise.
Carlos averaging 19 coming into the finals. 18.8 in the pool phase. So she's already over. Yana receiving. Tots digging. Gemma! Oh, what a job there by Takahashi! And they get the point because of her roll and her digging.
Excellent dig there from the libero of Kurashiki Ablaze. Medyo masakit na sa likod.
Hawak sa likod eh. Look at this. Look at this. Rolling for the pickup. Defense to offense. Lead is 2. Gemma asking for it. Pinabawi.
That's been their usual combination play for Gemma Galanza. Pagkatabi niya si Seth Domingo.
Galanza, 12 points for herself, averaging 16 a game coming into the finals. Takahashi again. Yano goes over, way over.
Trying to go above the blockers. Couldn't get that block touch. Aside from the 18 points, she has also registered 10 digs and 11 excellent receptions. Talking about Asaka Tamaru.
A complete game by their superstar. We're not even done yet. Triple-double for her. Still in the front line with Akane. Yano. To Tots. Slide. She was rolling with Banks Panaga here on this side, but could not keep it in play on the overhead dig.
That was Panaga's 5th point. Also a quiet performance for Panaga.
Averaging 6.25 per game. Lead is back to 4. Sa gitna, Akane. Easily picked up by Atienza. Mitch again, mischecked. Gia fakes to Gemma. Asaka will get it back. Off speed. De Guzman, wala nang fake dito kay Gemma, pero nagkamali ng set. Open to Asaka. What a smart kill. Going high on the hands of Mitch and Banks.
She got blocked a couple of times a while ago by Michelle Gumabao. So look at the in-game adjustments of Tamaru Asaka, hitting it higher compared to her previous contact point.
Sa gitna!
Like a bullet, so fast.
Slow-mo na yan, Lila. Ang bilis pa rin.
And look at the wrist action.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is picture perfect.
Wrist action and follow through. Very impressive.
Asaka will answer. No check. This will be a challenge.
Long touch challenge pulled up by the head coach of Kurashiki Ablaze.
It's worth a challenge. By Asaka Tamaru, who's got 19 points for herself. Looking for her 20th.
Well, they are trailing by 4 points. And they still have 2 challenge opportunities, so might as well use one.
Biggest lead of this set was 4 points. That's the biggest lead. But Creamline down 2 sets to 1. Yep. Very good call by Asaka Tamaru. Keeping them alive here in this set. Wako will come in. Coach Hideo Suzuki. So Omura Wako. Napatalikod si Coach Hideo.
Tough error there on the side of Wako, and she's been playing so well as a substitution, as the backup setter.
She has a full front line. They will be on offense.
They get the point right back. That's their own version of that combination play from the middle. We saw a lot of hits from that play from Gemma Galanza. This time it was Asaka Tamaru getting past the defense of Creamline.
Very close to her average now at 21 points.
Aside from that solid hit of Tots Carlos, I was very surprised with that set. Ang bilis. And pababa pa lang yung middle blocker ng Kurashiki Ablaze, napalo na ni Tots Carlos, so there was no way that they would close out that cross-court angle.
Chance has been solid. Chance for Japan to counter. Wako releases. to Saki. Oh, good save. Playable. Yukino. Tegosman to Sed. Crowd is into it. Yano. Smart play. Going behind the blockers.
Very creative on that soft hit. Yukino huffing and puffing. Getting tired with all of these long rallies. One of the things that I also noticed from Kurashiki Ablaze, hindi sila masyadong mahilig mag-set sa back row. It's always the front line.
Right.
And their middle blockers, they've been hitting a differential plays. It's not the zero tempo talaga.
Right. Down 3. Down 4. Carlos hammering away 23 big points. The anticipation pa lang ng palo niya here gets the crowd going. There are certain players who do that. Eliza back in the day, Cici Rondina is like that. Gemma's like that too. Japan gets 1 point back.
Again, that was a differential play for Akane. Not a quick attack, but still very effective for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Ganun eh, no? Very basic nga, di ba? Gemma. Asaka. Takahashi will bump it to Yukino again. Not that time, says Gemma. Second ball put away, doesn't work. Joust. Takahashi will set. Yano. The assistant coach, Chota Sato of Japan, napakayong from the bench from that rally. Yano has been smart.
Hindi na pwede kasi yung setter nandito. So sasalubog kay setter. Kay Gemma, setter pa rin. Basta tsagayin lang natin dyan. Ha? Yung makokontrol natin dyan, yung hindi makokontrol, tignan natin mabuti.
Okay po.
O, receive mo na ulit ha.
Let's go for the energy!
Let's go,
Let's go!
All in, green line!
Happy!
4-point lead cut in half by Team Kurashiki Ablaze. Now only down 2. Mr. Alan Acero of Creamline side. Michelle Olaso right in the middle. Of course, from Signal TV, our VP channels and content. Ricky Palou to her left. All decked out today. And Rachel Andakis and the rest of Signal HD waiting in the wings as this lead is back to 3. Back inside the packed Phil Sports Arena. More than 8,200 people in here and millions more watching over One Sports Plus, and over Pilipinas Live. We have the main view there, we have a multicam view there, and of course we have our fan stream. And for those catching us on One Sports, speaking of, don't forget to stay tuned for Blow by Blow with Manny Pacquiao. That's coming right after the PVL finals. Abby Maraño sticking around. So Jelay Nunag of the Signal HD Spikers, very key addition to Signal, together of course with the re-addition of Jovi Gonzaga. Congratulations to them as they take home the bronze. They will be awarded formally after this game. In the meantime, Bernadette Pons pushes it too long.
Creamline has to take care of that 2-point lead because sometimes they have that tendency to relax a bit when they have the lead. And you gotta do that against a team that can recover really fast.
Oh, power tipping it. Is Lance Maraga. 6 points for her. Redirecting that ball real quick.
Good pass also coming from Tots Carla. She has embraced that role as an outside hitter.
Lahat ng responsibilities na kasama as she goes back to her natural position of OP in this conference. In the meantime, Saka Tamaru continues to shine. That is now at her average 22.6. She is 22 points today. Has 22 points rather. That's a very fast set to Mitch.
And that was a very simple hit from Mitch Gumabao. Perfect form, wrist action was there. The target was also there.
Cross court. 3-point lead. Wako continues to play. Asaka continues to kill. Let's check in with our cheer meter with Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Neil tonight. We're really close to the end, and as of 9:19 p.m., the PVL fans have voted and voiced out who they are rooting for. And with our cheer meter, 80% have voted for Creamline, and a 4% has increased for Team Japan, making Kurashiki Ablaze have a 20% vote. And for today's question, who is going to be this match's MVP? Tamaru Osaka has received a 24% vote, and Eliza Valdez with a 76% vote. For those who haven't voted, cast your votes now on our live polls under the Filipinas Live app. What are your thoughts on this set 4?
Mitch Gumabao has something to say about that. He wants to join in the conversation as she comes off the bench to pound in 4 points. That lead was down to 1 Neil before that attack.
Same play for Gia de Guzman. In combination sa gitna. And itong si Michelle Gumabao, it doesn't matter if she's in the starting
You're
unit.
right.
Doesn't matter if she comes in as a double sub.
Just doesn't. And malamang hindi masyado na-scout din ng team. Overpass.
Costly overpass from the Cool Smashers. They have to remember that Gia de Guzman is still a back row player. She can only do so much.
Right.
Tumawid na talaga yung bola sa side ng Kurashiki Ablaze.
Kaya pinawi na niya yung kamay niya. Lead is down to 1. The biggest lead was 4 here. As Momoka Yamashiro comes in to serve. Mitch. Floor touch. Are they going to challenge? Jocelyn Del Rosario says it hit the floor. We are tied at 19.
Single block coverage from Yano Yukino. And now the pressure is on the side of the Cool Smashers.
19 all. Ano situation tayo? Let's save attack. Yes, coach. Lahat hihingi ng bola, ha? Let's go, laro na. All in, Creamline!
Fans of both teams have their own battle during that time out. The bands and their cheers. Team Japan has crawled back into this match. 19 all. And Neil says, put some pressure on the defending champions. That perfect conference is still alive for the Ablaze. Oh! Nagkatingi na, Neil!
Said Domingo continuing her scoring ways now with 18 points. And Creamline has to maximize this specific rotation habang wala pa si Asaka sa ikot ng Kurashiki Ablaze.
Wako takes a look. Combination play. Good ball, they say. Wako back to Saki. 20 all.
Pressure test for the Cool Smashers.
Oof. Could have been a good challenge, but of course you got to challenge that right away. But the point goes to Team Kurashiki anyway. 20 all. Creamline trying to fend off the foreigners. Dots gets it back. Bang!
Making her case for finals MVP if they win this.
To add on to her long list of MVPs already.
It's go time for Tots Carlos. Expect a barrage of attacks coming from her side, but now she will rotate to the back row. It's up to Gemma Galanza and Sed Domingo to secure this set.
That's good! Yukino! De Guzman stands still, set. Oh, there's a touch at the net. By Kurashiki.
They will not contest that call.
Was that Wako?
Yeah.
Na tinawagan? Ah, okay.
I would
Let's look
say-
at that. Oh, it's not her.
It was the opposite hitter.
Was it Saki?
Saki.
Yeah. Good call by Orlindo Eusebio. The lead is back to 2. Bump set to Yukino. And here come the Cool Smashers.
It was Gio de Guzman that time around getting a kill block against Yano Yukino. Creamline 2 points away from sending us to a 5th.
What a battle. Worthy of a championship match. Creamline trying to extend this into a 5th. Kurashiki Ablaze trying to come back. Dots has been lethal from the service area. Actually, she's been lethal
Everywhere. From receiving to serving to attacking. That's why she already has 24 big points here today.
Yukino. Set point. Creamline. Nowhere to go.
Gia de Guzman is the shorter blocker, but when she gets the timing right, she really can get these defensive stops for the Cool Smashers.
Oh, Kyla Jensen gets to it. Wako. Yukino again. Dug up. Galanza. De Guzman chooses Gemma. Gemma again. And we are going to a 5th. PVL Invitational Conference. Streaming experience is also awaited by the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. Let me correct myself. I stand corrected, Neil. We're going into our 11th fifth setter of the PVL Invitational. Nandaya pa ako ng isa. But imagine that, in a short tournament, this whole month, we've already had 10 so far, and we're going to another one. And just right, it is a winner-take-all match. What a chase by the team of Blaze at the end of that set. Creamline with Fox Carlos serving so well, pulling it off.
Yukino Yano has been wiping her attack off the blockers of the Bull Smashers, but in that tail end of set number 4, he was having a difficult time getting past the defense of Gia de Guzman, and hindi na nila napag-ikot yung best scorer nila in Asaka. That's why Creamline got that set number 4. Defense holding up for the Bull Smashers, not just in the backcourt, but also in the net. And right now, we will throw out all the statistics because it will be a race to 15, a winner-take-all between Creamline and Kurashiki.
A relatively clean game all throughout. No? The most that we've had here was 6 errors, if I'm not mistaken, on Creamline, right? But, so that means the teams are, winning it on attacks and blocks and heavy serving. And we're tied to all. Who has the momentum here? Should I even ask that question? But just for the sake of, and why do the Creamline, I suppose, have the momentum here?
Well, first of all, they have the support of the crowd here. Number 2, that was an emphatic set win, especially yung last few points ng Creamline. Buhay na buhay yung depensa nila sa backcourt. The confidence, definitely with them right now, but here in this 5th set, it's about starting out really strong. Off the bat, you go to your best scorers, Tots Carlos, Seth Domingo for the Cool Smashers. You go to Asaka for Kurashiki Ablaze.
They woke up the crowd with that ending. And by the way, I saw Liza Valdez, the captain. Remember, she did not start set 4. She is limping a bit, a little gimpy on her leg when they did the toss here for set number 5. So that is a cause for concern. Liza Valdez taken out by Coach Sherwin. So Fox goes back to open, and Mitch is back at opposite. It is set number 5 on Pilipinas Live. Takahashi! What a save. Touch again! This time, it paints the line. Fox Carlos is putting in a masterpiece.
This is uncharted territory also for Kurashiki Ablaze. Creamline is actually the first local team to challenge them into a 5-setter match.
That is a very good point. Never been pushed. Never lost. And now, trying to get through that defense. Hit out by Asaka, who, by the way, is now over her average of 24.
On their way to another 30-point output for the Japanese squad.
They're probably going to need it.
And this will feel like forever for CREAMLINE and Kurashiki. No room for mistakes.
Tots Carlos varying her attack here. Dumping it to the donut hole. And feet stuck in mud for Team Kurashiki. Asaka! Sent back by Atienza. One more for Tamaru! Oh boy! Squeezing it through the block.
That was a thing of beauty. Finding the seam, hitting it hard.
So we have the challenge system back. By the way, nawala pala siya for a while. So we just got informed that it's back, and buti na lang dahil 5th set na. Mangangailangan tayo. 2-all. Set again. She's been quiet for a while. 19 points for Seth Domingo as we go to Alexis Tensai.
Boom and Neil, the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers ended set 4 with a team prayer. Hand in hand, they asked for strength and prayed that if this win is for them, it's for them. And that no matter what happens, this is a test to their team's strength and trust to each other. More on Coach Sherwin's huddle, he reminded his girls to go nothing but all out for this last set of this last game here in the finals, encouraging Gemma to take flight and power through. Let's see who will take this victory, the title home. Will it be Kurashiki Ablaze or our defending champions, the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers? Let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos. Let's go back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Alexis. 3-all is our score. Make that 4-3. Taking over are the Kurashiki Ablaze here.
Seth Domingo just has to be careful when she already knows that she's underneath the ball. Pwedeng hindi na i-force yung issue. She can just push that ball over or reset their counter-attack.
Gemma, full force.
She has been the silent operator for CREAMLINE this game. 15 points for Gemma Galanza. We've been putting emphasis on the performances of Gia de Guzman, Tots Carlos, and Seth Domingo. Pero pakonti-konti, makikita mo yung contribution si Gemma Galanza, also very crucial to the cause of the Cool Smashers.
Averaging a shade under 16 coming into the finals, now at 15. Off the hands. You know, whatever happens in this 5th set, Kurashiki and CREAMLINE has put on a show for the fans on this Sunday evening, no matter how this turns out. Takahashi takes it. Yano! Dug up by Tots. Set up. Mababa. 2-point lead by our visitors from Japan. And I think Coach Sherwin will call a timeout here. Good dig by Tots there.
Sisipangs muna ang gagalaw. Pero pagka transball, pwede ka naman mag-2. Pwede ka mag-1. Karamihan yung muna 1. Kasi kinukuha na yung minute. Pag wala tayong pasa, salita. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. All in, CREAMLINE.
Looking for their 7th title, Neil, in 9 championship appearances. And by the way, for those catching us on One Sports right now, don't forget to stay tuned for Blow by Blow with Manny Pacquiao. That's coming right up after this incredible PVL Finals.
You were talking about the premier matchup between Tamara and Carlos. In the semis, Tamara had a 40% efficiency. Tots Carlos had 36. Right now, they're dead even at 47%. No follow-up there on the side of Kurashiki. That will be a free point for the Cool Smashers.
Great timeout by Coach Sherwin. who's going to be mentally tougher here in the fifth? Our 11th fifth set of the Invitational. That's going to bounce out. 2 straight points by CREAMLINE after the timeout.
Sigh of relief there from Jenny Guzman. She thought that it would still catch the line.
Targeting Tamaru.
Ooh. Just beside that sideline.
Back to Tamaru. Yukino Beniten. Chance to counter for CREAMLINE. Garlanza. Doug. Chance ball. Now Rainbow one. Who will Gia choose? We got our answer. Garlanza with 4 points in this set.
What an angle from Gemma Garlanza. 2 blockers already there
Lihis na lihis, Neil.
to set up defense. No problem for Garlanza.
3-0 run by CREAMLINE off the timeout. Heavy serves by Gia. The ball goes back to them. 7-6 is the score. Yukino! Touch from behind. She's going to set it up. Gemma asking for it, but they go to Mitch. Back to Gumabao. Dug up. Long rally alert. Ooh. Some nerves, maybe. 4-0 run.
Caused the error there from Asaka. That was an unusual error.
That's why it looked nervous to me.
And they had a chance to set up their net defense on the next play, but they weren't able to put that ball over properly.
Look at the reaction. It says it all. Now the lead is down to 2. Let's quickly go to Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Neil, tonight we're nearing the end of our Invitational Conference Finals, and as of 9:49 p.m., the PVL fans and our cheermeter has their trust in the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers with 79%, and a 5% has increased for Team Japan, making Kurashiki Ablaze have a 21%. And for today's question, who is going to be this match's MVP? Tamaru Asaka has received a 25% vote, also a 0.1% increase, and Eliza Valdez still has a 75% vote. Now, Boom and Neil, how crazy is this set 5?
It's incredible, Alexis, and we all deserve it. This month has been crazy, and we're being treated like 2 titans here. Yano off the hands. Wow, that breaks a 4-0 run by CREAMLIne.
Kurashiki really needed that point. Dito sila sa rotation na to tumatagal pag wala si Asaka.
That's a good point. No Eliza Valdez, looking gimpy earlier. Hopefully she's fine. In the meantime, Japan working hard on defense. Back row attack, which is a rarity for Kurashiki.
Was that the first attack on that 5 attack? On that out-of-system play, but they didn't have a choice. Yano Yukino was still down on the floor.
2 straight points by Team Kurashiki Ablaze to tie us all up again at 8-all. Quick 2-0 run. Mitch will make something out of this. They get it back. Back to Gumabao. Delayed by the rebound. Open. Yano. They take over the lead with a 3-0 run. Wow.
That is the discipline of Japanese volleyball. Getting all of the rebounds that they can, setting up their attackers every chance that they can get.
Maganda yung set combination tayo. Receive muna, receive muna, receive muna.
One point lang tayo, 1 point. Bawi ako, that's mine. Okay po.
The 7th title is on the line. The team has been on the podium 12 straight conferences, Neil. 9 finals appearances. And they're looking for their 7th title. They lost to Petrogas in the finals. They lost to Cherry in the finals before. In the first ever professional conference. They don't want to lose today. They're down 1 and they get the ball back to Mitch. Japan keeping it up. Yano. Rejected!
Timely monster block there from Gemma Galanza, who has done it all here in the 5th set.
17 big points for the Laguna native. Make that 18 rather after that kill block. Akane gets the point back. Akane has been quiet, and now she finally scores her 13th point.
Theoretically, it should be easier for the Cool Smashers to set up their defense on that side of the court. Kasi hindi ganun kabilis yung set ni Oshimakyoka. And right now, Asaka has finally entered
the front
line for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Mitch in the middle. Paints the line.
Now it's going to be a duel between Tots Carlos and Amaru Asaka in the front row.
Let's go, Neil. I'm here for it. The premier matchup. We set the stage for it. Why not finish up with it? Who will the confetti fall for tonight? Overpass, but it's back with Japan. Tamaru is rejected! Big denial!
Creamline getting more kill blocks compared to Kurashiki Ablaze. Asaka wanted to go down the line pero sobrang liit lang nung gap between the right hand of Michelle Gumabao and that antenna.
Akane gets it back. Tied again at 11 all. 5 sets of beautiful championship volleyball.
Tense moments here at the Phil Sports.
Tots receiving. Tots. Perfect execution of a perfect first ball.
Ice in her veins. Tots Carlos with the hammer up high, down hard. Creamline 4 points away. Make that 3 points away from the championship.
Akane gets it back. Asaka rather, Tamaru. 12 point for them. 28 for Asaka Tamaru, a girl who scored 29 and 30 here in the conference, averaging 23 a game. And they needed every single of that 28.
There are 3 attackers in the front line for Kurashiki Ablaze. Only 2 for Creamline.
Chia. Activating set Domingo. She's putting on a clinic right now, De Guzman is.
And that's just a calculated risk. She knows that she has built a smooth connection with Set Domingo throughout this game.
And now a heavy serve coming the way of Tots Carlos. Perfect first ball. They get the point back. 13 all.
Point after point, exchange after exchange.
Side out volleyball. Upset to Galanza. Chance for Japan to take the lead. Back set.
kukuha ng second ball, and now Kurashiki Ablaze will get their first match point on foreign soil.
That's in! That's in! Coach Sherman is going to challenge this. Anticlimactic, but it looks like it dropped in. At 14-13. Ball in, ball out challenge.
Kurashiki is praying, hoping and praying that that would be an unsuccessful challenge on the side of the Cool Smashers.
Asaka Tamaru has her praying hands on. They're all praying. 14-13. Championship point decided by a challenge. And it drops in. Creamline is dethroned. And the perfect conference for the Kurashiki Ablaze. Undefeated and PVL Invitational champions. Confetti drops from our friends, for our friends from Japan, who have won the hearts of the Filipino fans. But heartbreak at the side of Creamline, especially with Eliza Valdez seemingly injured.
Well played from the team from Japan. They needed all the 5 sets to put Creamline away. Asaka Tamaru just showing up at the right time here in the 5th.
29 points. You said it, Neil, at the start of the coverage. They needed her to be productive, to be at her average or more. And she responded after a shaky start in this match, Neil. And Kurashiki Ablaze dethroning the PVL Invitational defending champions, winning it in 5 sets, and that is the confirmation of the win. 19-25, 25-23, 25-19, 20-25, 15-13. Relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We will award our winners when we come back here at the Phil Sports Arena. check. Check. Mic test. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2, 3. Check. Test. Check 1, 2, 3. Check. Bigay mo sa akin. Walang backmark. Okay. Sino yung kasalamin? Okay. Sino yung Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena for the conclusion of the 2023 Premier Volleyball League Invitational Conference. It has been a great month of great and intense volleyball, which just ended in an epic 5-set championship, winner-take-all match. This whole month, we've been witness and that we've experienced great volleyball, especially from our foreign guest teams that have raised the bar for our local clubs. And now, before we get to all that we have to get through here tonight at the Phil Sports Arena, we welcome our audience on Pilipinas Live. We thank our more than 8,200 strong here inside the Phil Sports Arena as we now get to award our all-premier team for the Invitational Conference. And we would like to thank our presenters for being with us tonight. We begin, of course, with Ms. Jenna G. Olaso, Signal TV, FVP and Head for Channels and Content. Also, Mr. Reginald D. Lorque, Head Channel Management, Programming and Ops. Mr. Cito Marcelino, the Director of Sports Vision Management Group Incorporated. Mr. Tony Boy Liao, Tournament Director of the PVL. And last but not the least, Mr. Ricky Palou, the President of your Premier Volleyball League. Now it's time to get to the cream of the crop in the league of the best volleyball players of the country. We have a select few who rose all the way to the top. And these are the players who elevated their games, who we dream we would be in a team together. It is time to name the Invitational Conference Premier Team. And first up is our best setter. The engine or the heart of any team, of course, is the setter. And to present our best setter is Jose Christopher Cadua, Head of HR, Admin, and Facilities for Signal TV. The PVL Invitational Conference best setter is... from the Signal HD Spikers, Jel Cayuda. a two-time best setter as a professional here in the PVL Invitational Conference. She bags the award as the first member of our premier team. Our next award goes to the best outside spiker. And to present the first of our best outside spikers is our coach from our visiting team from Japan, Hideo Suzuki of the Kurashiki Ablaze. The best outside spiker, Asaka Tamaru. Force like no other. Asaka Tamaru has blazed through opposing defenses this conference, averaging almost 23 points per game in the semifinals and scoring 29 big ones tonight. Congratulations, our first best outside spiker, Asaka Tamaru. Now we crown another best outside spiker, and to present this award is the team manager of CREAMLINE, Alan Acero. And the Invitational Conference best outside spiker is Alyssa Voltes. The comeback conference for Alyssa Valdez. Our best outside spiker award. Welcome back to the Phenom. Now for our middle blockers, and to present the first of our two middle blocker awards is Ms. Holly Reyes, the team manager of F2 Logistics. First best middle blocker. The award goes to Majoy Baron. What a comeback conference for Majoy Baron, playing her best conference as a pro here in the Invitationals. This is her first PVL Best Middle Blocker Award. And now for our second best middle blocker, and to present the award, we welcome back Mr. Alan Acero. MVP, since joining Creamline in 2021 has been nothing but short of amazing. Last conference, she was one of our best outside spikers. Now in the Invitational Conference, she bags her 4th PVL Best Opposite Spiker Trophy. Congratulations, Tots Carlos! And lastly, we award the Invitational Conference Best Libero. And presenting our award is the team manager of PLDT, Mr. Baji Del Rosario. Your 2023 Invitational Conference Best Libero, Kat Alado. And now you can call her the 3-time PVL Best Libero, our top receiver and 2nd best digger after the pool phase. Congratulations, Kat Arado. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to award the conference MVP. And here to present our MVP award, to our winner for today, our conference MVP is Ces Molina. Presenting the award, Mr. Jose Christopher Cadua, Head of HR Admin and Facilities for Signal TV. Mr. Tony Boyliao is right there. Ms. Shena Olaso is also there, our Signal TV FVP, and Head of Channels and Content Management. Congratulations, Ces Molina from the Signal HD Spikers. And we would like to hear a few words from Ces Molina, please.
Good evening po sa lahat. Sorry, naiyak po ako. This is my first MVP. Allow me to thank everyone behind this award. Siyempre, my Signal family, mga teammates ko, the coaches, and sa lahat po na PVL fans na nanonood ngayon. Maraming salamat po for supporting us sa buong liga. And maraming salamat po sa mga boss namin. Thank you po.
Congratulations, Ces Molina, your conference MVP. And again, thank you to Mr. Reginald T. Lorge, Ms. Shena G. Olaso, Mr. Cito Martelino, Mr. Tony Boyliao, and Mr. Ricky Palu for awarding the PVL Invitational Conference Premier Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena as we conclude the last day of the PVL Invitational 2023. Now, we've done the individual awards. We've seen the all-premier team here in your Premier Volleyball League. Now it is time to award the teams that have excelled here in this conference. And we begin, of course, with our bronze medalists. They were tough. They were relentless. And we welcome back to the podium your bronze medalists, the Signal HD Spikers. Led by team captain Rachel Dakis, Claudine Troncoso, Rose Doria, Vanny Gandler, the MVP Ces Molina, Jovelyn Gonzaga, Bia General, Tony Basas, Jacqueline Acuna, Giselle C, Jack Janela, Ria Meneses, Angela Nunag, your best setter Jel Cayuna, Jerry Malabanan, and Jen Kasugod. Team manager Ken Ukang, head coach Shaq De Los Santos, coaches Rico De Guzman and Meg Biliran. Your bronze medalists for your invitational conference, the Signal HD. Our first runners-up. Congratulations to the Creamline Cool Smashers! Fighting valiantly this conference, this tight-knit group came together and played their hearts out for one of their leaders. Their 9th finals appearance. 12 straight conferences on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, your Creamline Cool Smashers led by team captain Eliza Valdez, Kyle De Grito, Risa Sato, Jeanette Panaga, Bernadette Pons, Michelle Gumabao, Ella De Jesus, Lori Bernardo, Pao Soriano, Kyla Atienza, Gia De Guzman, Sed Domingo, Riza Mandapat, Rose Vargas, Todd Carlos, Gemma Galanza, and Phil Cayetano. Team manager Alan Acero with head coach Sherwin Meneses and coaches Carlos Santos and Bok Morado. Ladies and gentlemen, your first runners-up, the Creamline Cool Smashers! We award the champions of the 2023 PVL Invitational Conference. Congratulations to the gold medalists, Kurashiki Ablaze! Congratulations to our visitors from Japan. Undefeated in the conference. With team captain Washima Kyoka, Omura Wako, Taniguchi Saya, Tanida Sayaka, Yamashiro Momoka, Takahashi Kaoru, Yano Yukino, Hiroka Kane, Kawamura Miho, Tamaru Asaka, Tanabe Saki, Hata Mihaya, Fujiwara Reina, Watanabe Ayane, Fujimura Nana, Takahasu Sachio, and Okuda Honoka. With head coach Hideo Suzuki. Your gold medalists, your champions, the Kurashiki Ablaze! It's time to award our finals MVP. And to present our finals MVP award, PVL President Mr. Ricky Palou. Ladies and gentlemen, your finals MVP is Kyoka Oshima. Congratulations to our finals MVP. And again, thank you to our presenters, Mr. Reginald T. Lorque, Ms. Shena G. Olaso, Mr. Cito Martelino, Mr. Tony Boy Liao, and Mr. Ricky Palou for joining us for the awarding. Congratulations to the Signal HD Spikers, your Creamline Cool Smashers, and Kurashiki Ablaze. Congratulations once again to our individual awardees, our all premier team, and of course, our bronze medalists, our silver medalists, and our gold medalists. Congratulations. What a finals, an epic finals, and what a tournament. Alexis, I will begin with you. It has been a beautiful, crazy month for all of us and for all of them.
Definitely, Boom. I must say this has been a speedy one, but it is indeed an eventful one. We opened the doors to Team Japan, to Kurashiki Ablaze, and they've showed us what Japanese volleyball is. It's indeed a discipline, unwavering passion, and of course, determination. And we are so happy that they came here with us to play against the Creamline Cool Smashers.
And Neil, it culminates with an epic five-setter for all the fans, more than 8,200 here at the Phil Sports Arena, and millions more watching. What can you say about the finals? What can you say about the champions?
It was really intense. We just want to show our appreciation for our guests from Vietnam, Kin Bak Bak Nin, and our champions, Kurashiki Ablaze, for accepting the invitation to play here in the Philippines. Malaking tulong to for us to really elevate Philippine volleyball.
And we hope it won't be the last time we see them. And you guys, thank you very much for joining us all month long for what has been an incredible 2023 Premier Volleyball League Invitation. Invitational Conference, in behalf of all our production, technical crew, and all our friends and colleagues here in the PVL, my name is Boom Gonzalez. Thank you, and we'll see you next conference.